Oops. They spotted us. Sir? There is a ship coming through lightspeed ETA 45 seconds. Damn. It's the size of a small moon. Who the hell builds a ship like that? The subspace observation officer, Lieutenant Sortu, looked at the captain, who sighed and leaned over to the console. Relay that information to the Classians. This war is over. The humans have arrived. Several of the ship's officers stopped what they were doing. Outside, the large space battle involving thousands of ships stopped firing. Both sides stopped. Lieutenant Sortu was so shocked, he stood up from his post and walked over to the large screen, showing the waste battlefield of Classians and Durian ships just lingering about, almost as they tried to look as innocent as possible. There was a beep, and the Classian admiral popped up on the screen. He looked as ugly as all Classian, a bipedal yellow-skinned man with several small horns where his eyebrows would be, bright green eyes, and a jaw horn that was almost 4 inches long. His 2 arms had 6 clawed fingers. He was dressed in a green uniform, and he spoke with a worried voice. "Do we have time to escape?" Captain Blazon shook his head. "ETA 10 seconds. Frack." "Okay. Hopefully they won't." The rest was cut short as a new image appeared on the screen, and the giant triangle-shaped ship just appeared out of nowhere. It dwarfed all the ships, and quickly a human face appeared on the screen. "I thought we told you guys that the war is over." The human was a man in his apparent 30s, with short black hair and deep brown eyes that looked ageless. The uniform was bright white with a tight collar that could not be comfortable. Both captains knew him and swallowed their need to panic as they looked down at the floor to avoid the stern look from the human. "Well, who started it?" Captain Blazon looked at the Classian, who was panicking as he blurted out, "Admiral Johnson, please. It is not a battle, but a training exercise. Don't you go Admiral Johnson on me. You are in deep shit trouble. Do you call this a training exercise? There are ships on fire and several wounded men on both sides. We have picked up 487 of your men who have been ejected into space due to their ships having holes blown hole in them." Then the human addressed Captain Blazon. "And you should have known better. You guys have our number. You should have called the moment this got out of hand. God damn it, we leave you guys alone for a minute, and you are back to playing war. What are we going to do with you guys?" Nobody spoke as the human ranted off. Lieutenant Sortu watched as the human treated both his captain and the admiral as small children who had started a playground fight. The screen showed several human ships that were flying around, grabbing ships and repairing them with incredible speed and efficiency. He turned his attention back to the human who was still ranting on. "You know what? I give up. You are both quarantined to your solar system for the next 10 years. Maybe that will calm you down. Now, go home and think about what you did. And good help you if we see a single warship leaving your solar systems. I personally..." "Woo you!" With that, the human vanished from the screen, and the captain looked around the bridge and back at the screen at the Classian, who was still lingering. "Okay, well, we will be leaving now. I think we got off easy. 10 years will go by quickly." The captain nodded and took a deep breath. "Yes, I'll wait until our ships are repaired and our men returned." There were a few beeps, and he looked at the console. "I guess we are done here. See you around?" "Yeah, but not for at least 10 years. Bye." There was an awkward silence as the admiral vanished and the captain sat down in his chair. "Well, let's go home." The whole fleet turned around and jumped into hyperspace, but not a word was spoken on the 10-hour flight home.